Do you think you know Linux? Think again, because I'm busting 10 more myths about Linux. Stick around because you might learn something. First one, I'm going to bust it right here. I have a HP EliteBook, and you think that magically makes your computer faster? Well, I gotta tell you, if you open this many tabs, it is still going to be slow. There's still going to be 4 gigabytes of RAM in here and not anything more. That means that it's not magically more RAM or faster. What Linux does do is remove a lot of bloatware, things that are running in the background, which Windows really loves to do. This means if you're using applications, you might get more RAM or CPU usage, all free because you're using Linux. But I gotta tell ya, Windows is better optimized for gaming, and anyone can say whatever they want, but it is mostly about the DirectX support and all. Especially if you're using an NVIDIA, I recommend you don't even switch to Linux because the support there is very wrong. You don't have the NVIDIA app, you have bad support, and you need to download a lot of third-party things before you get it working. The only good GPU for Linux is AMD, and maybe into Arc, but not really. So you can be magically installing Ubuntu, but things will be faster because you got less bloatware in the background. For the second one, Linux makes you automatically private and anonymous. That is not true. It is true that there are many updates that do protect your privacy because it's open source code, everybody looks in it and everyone protects their own systems. But it doesn't mean that you automatically can't get attacked by hackers. That can still happen. I recommend if you browse that you use the Tor browser because it's probably the best one out there. But if you want to download anything, be very careful and just use a different computer than your own system. Myth number 3. People say Linux is very bad because you can't use Premiere Pro, Photoshop and all that. Well, here are some alternatives. If you want a free alternative to Premiere Pro, I recommend you start learning how DaVinci Resolve works. Also, you can use CapCut, but there are too many pro features, which makes the free version very bad. For Photoshop, what I recommend, it's kind of weird, but you can say, yeah, but GIMP, it's open source. I think GIMP is very bad. You can use some features, but what I recommend you use instead is Photopea. Photopea is pretty much Photoshop within your own browser. It is free to use, it does have some advertisements, but just use uBlock Origin or uBlock Origin Lite if you're using Chrome, and it will block those annoying ads. Of course, do support them by donating or something. It's a good alternative to Photoshop, and it works exactly the same. For After Effects, yeah, you gotta need to be using DaVinci Resolve because it's even better than After Effects. You can ask any DaVinci Resolve user, it is true. You just need to learn how it works. Myth number 3. Well, because the Linux desktop share is so low, nobody should even try to use it. Well, I gotta tell you how easy it is to try Linux for itself and completely free. All you gotta need to do is search up Linux and then online, and the website you find is DistroSea. DistroSea lets you try out Linux completely for free and any distro you want. So right here, let's search for Ubuntu and we can click right here for Ubuntu, select any version we want, for example the latest one. You don't have to allow notifications, but there are 5 users ahead of me. Let's verify we're human. Start Ubuntu. Just like this, after you're finished in the queue, you can easily try out Linux completely for free. You don't even have to install anything, just try it out. By the way, you can see right here that my waiting time is 1 minute. A session is running Ubuntu and started for you. Let's click on continue. Right here you can see Ubuntu is starting up. Make sure to subscribe while it is loading. It might go faster. This is actually the funniest thing ever. I'm using Windows, I am inside Ubuntu, and I'm inside Ubuntu trying Ubuntu. Crazy, right? By the way, the virtual machine didn't allow me to run it, but right here you can see I'm running Windows, but I'm trying out Ubuntu itself. Right here I can change the background. Let's go and pick this one. And you can see I just changed the background. But like I said, you could try it out for free and it completely works. Myth number 5. Linux can't do professional audio and video work. Like I mentioned with Premiere Pro and all, let's continue, because it seems to be most people's problem. Let's say you do audio editing and audio work. What I really like using is Audacity. Just type Linux afterwards and you can download it for Linux. It is a pretty simple UI and it works perfectly fine. Alternative for this is Ardor. It is way more advanced. If you want to do audio editing, let's say you use Office apps, I recommend that you just get LibreOffice. It works perfectly fine And if you don't like this, you can always type Office online, and Microsoft Office has their own web version of these apps. Even better, just use Google Slides and everything, and you can export it to the Office format. And Google Sheets and everything is completely free. Number 7, online banking, streaming and DRM sites won't work on Linux. People worry every day that some web tasks might fail. Well, I gotta tell you, I've used Linux for a year long when I was in school, and it works completely fine. I could do every single task they asked me to do, and if it was a Windows specific application, no worries. I would just run my virtual machine completely light without impacting my full system, and I could use that application. There are no problems with Linux switching to it, except Adobe apps, Microsoft apps if you want to download them. Some games are harder to install, so yes, there are some things. Comment down below what your issue is so we can directly help you or other people in this community. So don't worry, you can do your banking, streaming and DRMs. Myth number 8. Pretty much the same as before. People are worried that the printers might not work, scanners or webcams. Well, that's bull, because doing it what's funny. Drivers on Linux are mostly pre-installed if you have the bigger package. That means that your webcam driver is already installed without any issues. Windows, on the other hand, sometimes does have issues with this. So I gotta tell ya, my printer can still work on Linux even faster than on Windows when installing a new system. So don't worry about it. You can print, Teams call with anyone directly out of the box. Doing it what's funny, this one. Number 9. Linux won't run on Apple Silicon or ARM. Does this image help you a little bit? Well, what's actually funny is that macOS is sort of already Linux. It is based on the kernel. Doesn't mean that it can run on Apple Silicon, but people have found a way around it and it works. And even better, there are Linux phones. ARM are actually chips on our phones that are way smaller, and these processors are way lighter, but the support is most certainly there. Myth number 10, and this is the last one of today. Make sure to subscribe before you forget. Linux updates always break everything, but that's funny, it doesn't. These updates are checked by people coding. The source code of Linux is all open to everyone, and they fix every single bug. Of course, if you have a server or something, it really just depends. I recommend that you turn off updates and you turn on a sort of good protection system, like an antivirus or something, because some security updates do protect your system a lot better. But with servers, if they're running 24/7, you just have to maintain it every single month, look at it, and manually update everything. I do recommend that. But yeah, that was everything for today. These are some old facts, but also new ones. For example, the Apple Silicon. People have already found ways around it because the Linux community is very big with this, and they always find fixes. And leave with myth has surprised you in the comments, and I will respond to your comment right there. But thanks so much for watching. See ya later.